Welcome back, guys, to this module. In this module, we will talk about slide techniques. So, guys, what is a slide technique? How do we practice slides? I hope you got everything from previous models. So, let me draw a slide. So, imagine it's a book. You can think of slides anyhow you want. So, creating and utilizing positive slides, building your desired reality. Okay, so slides is a very big topic, but let me just break it down for you. So, guys, slides can be used in a general matter, in a less general matter or serious matter, and can be used in small matters. So, what do I mean by that? So, let us talk from the general perspective of slides. Let me just remember the questions. Creating your part of slides, building your desired reality. Okay. So, guys, if you, for example, have insecurities or inferiority complex, you basically make a slide in your head that you kind of draw an image of yourself. You have this perception of yourself that you are amazing, or you have this slide that people love you, or like you have this, like you let's say you put blinders on yourself, a different blinder that enables you to approach people in a different light, in a different way. So if you usually talk to people and you have this inferiority complex, or if you think like you have this insecurity with your like your nose, whatever, you kind of wear a slide. You kind of trick yourself. You believe that you don't have that. Like if you have a big nose, you believe that your nose is normal, and you act to people imagining that this is someone, that this is a different version of you. This is you, but like with a good nose. Or if you think that you are timid or shy, or if you think that you are, like whatever insecurity you have, you kind of just imagine, you use your imagination. You first of all trick yourself into believing that like you don't have that. Like you believe yourself to be sociable. Like for example, if let's say I'm for example, um and on the other side, if you are shy, Vadim Zealand advises to keep that. It's a valuable asset. If you are shy, you can impress people, or you can be sociable from different in different ways. Maybe through your authenticity, maybe through your honesty, maybe through your warm soul and like gentle communication. Like you can have other ways to be yourself, to be valued, to be appreciated, if you like, if you're in that sense. um, that's one way. So some parts of your personality can cover other parts. Like if you don't place importance on being shyness, like maybe shy is a good thing, right? You can charm people with other personality, with other trait, which is maybe secretive. Maybe you keep secrets. Maybe you are a trustworthy person. Like, you can have other things to cover for that. Not everything needs to be covered, and you don't need to follow society rules. I'm giving you an example from smallest to biggest. If it's something you want to change, for example, if you think that you are not cool, you have this perception of or image of yourself that you are not cool, you are lame, for example, you can just wear a slide. Like you can imagine yourself to have any way you want. You can imagine that this is a different version of you that's not true for you now. Or you can imagine yourself to be, trick yourself. Like imagine if you are in a show. Like imagine there are cameras and you just walk and you don't have time to think about any internal stuff. You just act. Or like I said, you can act and you can basically believe that people love you, and that assume 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 that people like you. Assume the positivity, right? So if you, for example, approach a girl, if you're a guy, or if you a girl and you go to you feel uncomfortable or not confident, assume that the other person likes you. Assume it. Like assume that the cashier likes you. Assume that your neighborhood likes you. Assume that, and you'll feel more comfortable. You'll be more self-accepting at the same time, keeping in mind that this is a different version of you. Like intentionally lie to yourself that you are not that, like you are a different version of you, especially going to new places, right? Maybe you go to a new place, new coffee shop, embody that new version of you, right? For example, if I had inferiority complex, or if I had this feeling of being timid or being, like picked up at on high school, for example, if I go to the coffee shop, I would lie to myself intentionally and be like, okay, I am, like I am, for example, uh, Kamal, I am the star from the Truman Show, for example, or I imagine myself to be a little bit different. I imagine myself to be charismatic and magnetic, and believing that this is me, and kind of just like tricking myself intentionally and assuming that people like me. Little by little, you will be numb to that sensation of insecurity. So this is how you work on small personality stuff. On the bigger scale, you must practice slides for like Vadim Zeland says 30 minutes at least. So I would say you 40 minutes to 60 minutes. How is that possible? What is a slide? So a slide is basically, let me open some music. So a slide is, for example, I can be a combination myself, how I do it. It can be a combination of guided visualization, meditation. So you listen. You have AI. You can record your voice and let AI clone your voice. And you can generate a lot of prompts. You can generate prompts to program yourself. This is available now, but before you could record yourself reading your own affirmations that you write, that you make, and that's the best way. You write stuff out of your heart. You imagine your desired reality, like you write out your desired reality, the best version of you. Who do you see yourself as, right? What is the ultimate thing that makes you happy right now? Let's say 10 years from now, 10 years from now. Let's not make it 50 years from now. Let's make it 10 years from now, or 5 years from now. And so the next stage, right? The next step that you aim. So you can do many things, like I said. If your imagination is weak, you can do guided meditation, and you can basically follow along with the script that you generated through AI, listening to your own voice or to the voice of AI, and just imagining and going along the way and feeling. Like you can also request your AI to describe and depict a vivid picture of how things smell, how things feel, how things look, right? And at the same time, you can just have a basic guided meditation, which we do in our group here, daily guided meditation or visualization practices to help us get closer to our dream, to our desired reality. Um, Besides guided meditation, what you can do is have a 10 to 15 minutes of silence where you imagine yourself, where you see yourself doing stuff you enjoy. Maybe you sit in front of a fireplace. There's a Christmas tree. You drink some chocolate, hot chocolate. You read a book, or you have someone read a book for you, and you listen to this cozy music at home, right? Maybe that's your, for example, one of the things that I was like that I was looking forward to is, sitting in a in a luxury car in winter time, drinking coffee, feeling warm inside, and maybe driving, or I don't know, like this cozy feeling of winter. Like you kind of like it, and see yourself. Like the last 10 to 15 minutes can be about just your desired station, like the desired feelings of the moment you would feel happy to experience. So the guided meditation would be to program and download. Have you seen Neo? Have you seen the Matrix movie, The Matrix? Neo lays down he downloads a program as a Kung Fu master, right? Then he opens his eyes and he knows how to do Kung Fu, right? So that's exactly what you do here. With this guided visualization, you download the program from your future self. And every time you listen to it, you install the program more and more and more and more until you become that. You see, until you navigate through that lifeline. So in the guided meditation, what you can listen to is live the moment, live the moment, be inside that moment that you are, you want to be an entrepreneur. For example, not everyone wants to do that or to be that, or you want to be a mother, entrepreneur. What would you do? For example, you would like to have assistants. Maybe you would like to have a great look when you go to business meetings. Maybe you want to have luxury cars. Maybe you want to have mansions. And so you have a guided meditation for each of these things. For example, you have a team of assistants that help you and serve you. So imagine the situation where you are working with your assistants. Let AI help you decorate the situation. You maybe have a desire to have your own security team. So you let AI describe how you sit with your security members in the car, how you talk to them, how there is a convoy of 3 cars in front, and if you have a desire to own a Lamborghini, you listen to this guided meditation where you are sitting in a Lamborghini, you hold the leather, you smell the interior of the car, you turn on the engine. As you hear the roar of the car, you slightly push the gas pedal and you drive in your garage or out of your garage. You feel that, you sense that, and you make it happen. So all of these details that you want to experience, you download the sound or the guided meditation for that. And so that's how you progress. Okay. And at the end of those audios, so you can choose, let's say, 2 audios a day or 1 audio a day, or you can choose, for example, one general audio. For example, you envision yourself as, let's say, for example, as a successful business person, or as a successful teacher, or as a successful, or as a traveler. How do you see your life? So you can have an overall guided meditation where it says, for example, you travel the world, you live in hotels, everything comes easy to you. People like you. You are feeling like you don't have any response, like you don't have like you feel at ease. You enjoy. There is like you just describe the overall version of your life, and then you listen precisely to the details you want to have. And by the end of that, you just imagine yourself being at your favorite spot. Like I said, drinking coffee by the fireplace, having this experience. And at the same time, this will train you and give you a glass, this lens of new reality. And anything that happens to you in life, positive or negative, will come through this lens. You understand? So if you want to be a traveler, no matter what happens, you know that you're getting closer to your goal, you're growing, and everything is being perceived through this lens, which instills and strengthens the version of you that you want to download into your personality, into your character. Okay, so this is the way of slides. That's how slides work, from small to big. Guys, if you have any questions regarding the slides, if you feel that I forgot to mention anything, or if you have any questions, please let me know. Ask your questions, and I'll be more than happy to see you and answer your questions.